All right, wonderful people. Welcome back to this wonderful channel where we bring you back-to-back update and information as the hot. Happy Sunday, everyone. Like I've always promised you, one thing I always do in this channel is to make sure that I bring you back-to-back update and pure analysis to state matters as it dey be. No propaganda, no lies. We are here to state matters to make you see wetin dey happen for inside the inside house. Let's go. What you are seeing on your screen is an interview that has been scheduled with Dr. Mrs. Ngozi Orabueze, who is supposed to be the APM, that's the acting Prime Minister of the Biafra Republic government in exile. But of course, as the matter take be, how the problems where they inside the house, as it is now, the person that is presenting himself as the ADPM is Oge Nkere. He is the one that we have been seeing with a lot of broadcasts, who is representing himself as the ADPM with Vam, who is the other man again, Akparawa, and the rest of them. But something happened in this video you need to watch. You need to watch it to the end. What happened here is that the guy on this video is advising Dr. Mrs. Ngozi Orabueze not to go on this interview with Mr. Damages. Mr. Damages is a social media analyst and also a sensationalist. He's also a podcast who resides in America. He does work like people like People's President, this Hausa guy that is like the People's President. He also like people like Chinedu them, Edu Wazobia. Edu Wazobia and his team. That's what this guy, Mr. Damages, does. And from the information the guy that that is advising Orabueze, according to him, he said that this particular Mr. Damages hosted Mazi Simon Ekpa. And while he hosted Ekpa, he was, there was a lot of questions that were thrown to Ekpa, which he answered. And according to him, he said that this Mr. Damages is a pure lover of the NIG government, and somehow he works directly with them. So through his interview and podcasts, his work is to be able to, poke into your mind, to be able to draw out what is in your mind, draw out your secret. Because of course, a professional podcastist is one who is trained to make sure that they draw the truth out of your mouth. If you have been watching things like Arise News Analysis, Channels News Analysis, these people are professionals. They are trained. They are there to make sure that thing you want to hide, they will use, they will indirectly, draw that thing out of your mind. And the last, according to this guy, I will unmute this video for you so that you can hear from the guy yourself. According to this guy, the last podcast that this Mr. Damages had with Simon Ekpa, he was emphatic and very curious about knowing who is supposed to succeed Ekpa in case Ekpa is not around. And from what I observe, as if they know that somehow one day Ekpa is not going to be around, somehow. So he was making sure that, from Ekpa's mouth, they will be able to know who is going to succeed him. And Ekpa, being wise on that podcast, never reviewed Orabueze, but somehow inside the secret meeting, he revealed that Dr. Mrs. Ngozi Orabueze is going to be his successor in case he is not around. He is going to be the ADPM representing him when he's not around. And immediately these guys found out this, and according to this guy, I'm telling you what happened in this video, and I'm going to unmute it so that you can listen and watch the video. Immediately after that, that was when these people started fighting Orabueze and making sure that she's sacked and all that. And now the PM is not around, and of course you can see what is playing in the house. And there is another broadcast I'm going to do. There is something you are going to see that you have not seen before. Meanwhile, let me unmute this video so you can watch it. I will still come back at the end of it.
Again, that he has invited you to his platform. Madam, my question is this. Please be careful. Nigeria is up to something. Those who are supporting Nigeria, they are up to something. These guys who are inviting you, if you think they are working by themselves, then you're making a mistake. Them say when something happens once, it's an accident. If it happens twice, a coincidence. But if it happens 3, 4, 5, then there is something in there. Madam, with all due respect, please, I won't tell you not to go for the interview. I will tell you to do your research. Think twice before you attend the interview with this man they call Rudolph Okonkwo. He's a lover of one Nigeria. He believes in one Nigeria. Not only that, go to his platform, watch his videos. Some of the videos are like 7 hours, 10 hours, 12 hours. His panelists, see the way they speak. They hate Simon Ekpa with a passion. They hate we the Biafrans with a passion. They don't believe in us. Madam, please, this interview coming up on the 13th of January, on a Monday. Please be careful. That's all I will say. Mind you, the one they call the so-called lobby team, he said he was browsing the internet. He saw the Biafra Republic government in exile. He contacted us via email. Simon Ekpa now spoke with him. Today, that same person now is working with Ogenkere. You don't know who planted the one they call Elias Garasolis into the movement. The next thing we saw Simon Ekpa in an interview with Rudolph Okonkwo, the one they called Dr. Damages, an idiot in America who loves Nigeria so much because he has made a lot of money in America. That's why those selfish idiots out there, they love Nigeria because they have a selfish interest. They want to go back to Nigeria to become billionaires. Madam, be careful. Think about it before you attend that interview with him. Because Obatobi himself, there were some questions they were asking him in the interview he went to. There were some questions they asked Obatobi in the interview he went to in this guy's platform. Where they asked him, in your absence, who is the second in command? Rudolph Okonkwo asked him that question. In your absence, who is the second in command? Obatobi took his time and he tried to beat about the bush. He tried his best not to give the answer. There were some other questions they asked. But suddenly, in the private meeting that we saw, the video of the private meeting, Sonny Akbarawa said, and I quote, Obatobi, now that you have told us that in your absence, the chief of staff is the one that is responsible for everything, that leads everything. We didn't know before. Now that we know, we shall continue that way. Since you have told us she is the one second in command to take care of the programs and every other thing. What he did was to try to qualify the notion that you will be the second in command. Madam, that's why they've been attacking you all this while. If you don't know, madam, well, I know you know the reason why they're attacking you. Their plan was to get you out of the picture. So that now that Obatobi is having this problem, the one who will now be the so-called acting prime minister will now be Oge Nkere. But we thank God that Obatobi did not go with them to suspend you or to sack you from the government. That is why when they did their first plan to get Obatobi locked up, they tried to come with a quick election through their CRC, which again, you were able to foil that and make sure it didn't happen.
All right, welcome back. Welcome back. I know you have watched and listened to that video. Well, I don't know what is going on, but my work here is to make sure we react to all forms of video and to make sure that we bring you information that matters. So you now be the judge, and I believe that people like Orabueze also will be looking at our channel and seeing what we are doing and the rest of them. You now, wherever you are and you are listening to our channel, you are watching, please kindly be sharing, because this 2025 is going to be hot hot. I dey follow bomber to bomber, making sure say update go dey drop for your table. Update go dey drop for your table. You no go dey miss update. Na here we dey. Our work na news we dey work, and na here our work na to make sure say the necessary information wey be say you suppose to dey hear, e go dey drop for your table. No hate, no propaganda. All we are doing is to make sure that information gets to your table. Meanwhile, if this is your first time of coming across this wonderful channel, kindly go ahead and subscribe, like, comment, share, and also remember to on your notification button so that whenever our G's they drop, and you don't need to miss them, you go be the first. We'll collect them. Oh yeah, my people, thank you for listening. God bless you. Mama. Yeah.